So last week, someone commented on my video on hormone replacement therapy saying, I've been doing everything right, I'm eating well, I'm exercising, but for some reason I've got belly fat, which I've never had before. This is something you're experiencing yourself. This is called the menopause belly. And the old rules of fitness and weight loss simply do not apply anymore. So today I'm going to go through the exact medical reasons why your fat storage changes during menopause and strategies that you can do in order to get your body back. Firstly, let's talk about why the fat is moving. So when you're younger, estrogen directs your fat storage to your hips, your thighs, and your bum. And this is referred to as subcutaneous fat. It's the fat directly under your skin. But as we transition into menopause and our estrogen plummets, a major biological switch gets flipped. So without estrogen's guidance, your body starts directing fat to your abdomen. That's visceral fat. Visceral fat wraps deeply around your internal organs. So that's why your stomach feels harder than it used to. On top of that, dropping estrogen levels makes your body less sensitive to insulin. And insulin is the hormone that manages your blood sugar levels. When you become even slightly insulin resistant, your body is more likely to store fat in your abdomen instead of use it for energy. So even if you're eating the exact same diet you did 5 years ago, your body is processing that food very differently now. Now, this is where the confusion sets in, right? So during menopause, women start to panic because they're putting on weight, and so they start to try harder. So they eat less, they do more cardio, they cut out carbs, count calories, anything you can think of, but this actually backfires. When you over-exercise or severely restrict your diet, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. And because of the hormonal chaos already happening in your body becomes hypersensitive to this rise in cortisol. And your abdominal fat cells have 4 times more cortisol receptors than the fat anywhere else in your body. And what this means is high stress or severe dieting actually tells your body to store more fat cells for survival. You need to stop focusing on burning fat and start focusing on balancing your metabolic and hormonal health. So these are the baseline resets that you can start to make today. So firstly, you need to stop the long grueling runs or the high intensity cardio because this is draining your system and spiking cortisol. And you want to start lifting weights instead 2 to 3 times a week. Building lean muscle tissue is one of the best ways that you can reverse the insulin resistance caused by the low estrogen, turning your body back into a calorie burning machine even at rest. Now, obviously, you can still incorporate nice walks, but just don't overdo it and don't drain yourself. The next thing you want to do is prioritize fiber and protein over calorie counting. So you want to aim for roughly 25 to 30 grams per meal to protect your muscle and significantly increase your soluble fiber with foods such as avocado, chia seeds, and flax seeds. Fiber slows down digestion, which prevents the sudden insulin spikes that deposit belly fat. Now, the biggest issue I see with my clients when it comes to protein is not knowing how to get 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal. They think they have to eat chicken breast all day long. So what I've done is I've created a protein cheat sheet, which tells you the best animal and vegan protein sources and how much protein is actually in each one to make this really easy for you to hit your protein target goals. And you'll be able to find this for free in the comment section below. Another thing you can do is try a gentle short window fasting. So instead of doing extreme intermittent fasting, fast for a 12 to 14 hour window. So for instance, stop eating at 7 p.m., have your breakfast at 7 a.m. or 9 a.m. This gives your insulin levels a chance to drop completely flat so that your body taps into your visceral fat stores for energy. Now, if you're doing all of this and still the weight won't budge, this is when it's time to stop guessing and start testing. So first thing is go to your doctors and demand for a fasting insulin and full thyroid panel. Lower estrogen can lead to your thyroid slowing down and putting a brake on your metabolism. You also want to check your vitamin D3 and K2 levels. There is a scientific study that links low levels of vitamin D3 to excess belly fat in menopausal women. If your test results are fine, but your body's become stubborn due to fluctuating hormones, then you can look into a natural supplement called berberine. Clinical studies show that berberine actually activates an enzyme in your cells called AMPK, which is essentially your body's metabolic master switch. It helps push the sugar out of your blood into your muscle for fuel, and it helps prevent the fat being stored in your belly. Remember, your body is adjusting to a completely new hormonal landscape, and it's just asking you to take care of it a bit differently. So be kind to yourself, look closer at your metabolic health, and give it the tools it needs to adapt. If this video helped, let me know in the comments. And if you're currently navigating menopause and maybe considering HRT, I've actually made a video on this, which you'll be able to find on the screen. And it goes through a bit of the misconceptions about hormone replacement therapy and lifestyle strategies that you can implement today to help you through this phase of your life and support your symptoms. So don't forget to grab your free protein cheat sheet in the comments. And if you think someone can benefit from this video, please share it with them. And I will see you next Thursday.